Hello, I'm Brianna. Welcome to my channel. I want to talk to you about the Greenbone Saga. Read it. Read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. Oh, this fandom needs to be bigger. The first book is Jade City, the second book is Jade War, the third book is Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's just, oh, it sucks you in, and I don't know, it's just like you're so convinced that this place actually exists somewhere in an alternate universe. You fall in love with the characters are just so well thought out and diverse, and oh my goodness gracious, and I'm so happy that Fonda Lee did this. This is amazing. It's amazing, and oh, I was a little bummed when I went on Tumblr and there wasn't as much fan art as I was anticipating seeing. The fandom needs to be bigger. It just needs to be bigger. So please, please pick up if you're willing to commit yourself to another trilogy, I guess. Oh, I was crying buckets. I was crying buckets at the end. Oh, she gives so much heart and soul to people and characters in the book who only have like even a few pages of time in the story. It covers a huge span of time, and it makes it even more heartbreaking when tragedy happens later. I don't want to spoil anything, but I want people to read these books. I just want people to read these books. The Greenbone Saga. Start with Jade City. It's just incredible. It's just so good. And I'm sorry if people were looking for more details about what it's like. Sci-fi fantasy, there's some bloodshed. A lot of characters don't make it to the end, and you wouldn't expect them to once you kind of even get into the first 5 chapters. You're like, yeah, not everyone's gonna hold hands at the end in a circle and be like, ah, I'm so glad we all survived. It's like, people are gonna get it, but I'm trying not to spoil too much. I just want people to read this series. Fonda Lee, Jade City, pick it up. This next series I'm going to talk about, I was just so surprised by the first book. I mean, not really, because people had put it on their Booktube channels saying, oh, the Poppy War this, the Poppy War that. The Poppy War series is, I believe, what it's referred to, the trilogy. The first book is the Poppy War, the second book is the Dragon Republic, and the third book is the Burning God. I would say out of all 3 books, the second one was my favorite. The relationships and the families that sort of formed or came out of that book. I don't want to spoil anything tonight. I'm trying to do mild spoilers for this video. I will say that the third book, I just finished the third book, The Burning God. This book, it didn't make me cry buckets, I think, the way it should have. I don't know what place I'm in right now where I'd be so insensitive to what's going on. There were some cool parts. I don't know. I think the problem is I took too long of a break after reading the second book to finally pick up the third one. A lot of Goodreads reviews made me think that I just didn't read the third book at the right time. Close to the end, I was like, oh, I see what has to happen. And I really respected the author for that. She wrote the ending that was meant to happen for these characters, even though it's not gonna make everyone happy. It's just a really smart way to wrap up the series. It's, I don't know, like alternate versions, I can imagine them, but they wouldn't make sense. R.F. Kuang just wrote the ending the way it was meant to be written. You know what I want? The character who makes it out. I want more books based off of this character. I could read about this character forever. I hate to compare like this Asian trilogy to this Asian trilogy. I happened to read them back to back. I finished the Greenbone Saga recently, and tonight I just finished the Poppy War series, and I can't help but put them next to each other, I guess. I feel bad comparing them, but the Greenbone Saga made me cry buckets. The Poppy War series, reading the third book, I don't think I cried once, and I think that means I'm a monster. Like, it has to. Like, it's so tragic, and they go through so much. Let me show you the paperbacks. They're so pretty. There are other editions, but I love the colors. This is the Poppy War, the Dragon Republic, and the Burning God. I fell in love with these characters, I really did. The ending was what it had to be, but I wasn't blown away. I couldn't give it 5 stars, but I had to give it 4 at least to show my appreciation for what these characters went through. Holy crap. Anyway, read the Greenbone Saga. The Poppy Wars series, a lot of people loved these books. A lot of people left 5-star ratings for The Burning God, which is the 3rd book, or the wrap-up. And there's one character I just so fell in love with. Actually, there were 2 characters. I don't know. I'm just excited that I've been reading books by Asian authors. I'm really excited. I want to keep going. Now for sort of a random little tangent in the video. I recently read Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I want to talk about one scene in that book. Spoiler alert. An interruption to Simon's theater rehearsal for his high school. It sounded like it was a run-through of the show. 2 bullies, like, taunt him based off of someone outing him. And it made me so upset. I was crying so hard. And the reaction of his castmates and his classmates in that scene and his teacher, I can so see that happening in real life. Theater is a safe space. It's meant to be. It should be. You should never enter rehearsal, never enter an audition feeling inadequate, feeling like your sexual identity is going to get picked on or something. You're not, I don't know, it's just, I was so freaking mad. I wish those 2 bullies were real so I could kill them in real life. I was so upset. Theater is a safe space. Another random little book thing. Holes. I read Holes for the first time and I'm so happy. I think that's going to be one of my top books of the year. Top books of 2022. I know it's only March, but I have a feeling that book and the Greenbone Saga, out of all those books, maybe Jade Legacy or Jade War, I don't know. But so far those are my top reads of 2022. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please like. If you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. So the Greenbone Saga. Please read it. I was crying. I was a little numb after finishing the trilogy. So there's a warning for you. But yeah, the Greenbone Saga. The Greenbone Saga. Get it. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. And happy reading, everyone. Bye.